time, your gateway to the world. A-F-R! American Freedom Radio. Give it to them.
Get real and heal. Listen to Christie on Soul Journeys Radio.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is February 13, 2013. The day before V-Day. Or Valentine's Day. And we're going to be talking about that here tonight with Victor DaPonte of quantumreprogramming.com. We are going to learn to heal our heart and awaken real love within us, awakening our twin flame within, reprogramming our mind for effortless attraction, aligning with the right intentions for attracting the one, and healing our hearts and awakening our love to receive love. Ooh, what a big topic. So thank you all for joining us here tonight. Soul Journeys Radio on AmericanFreedomRadio.com. And if you would like to join us for the text chat, that's over at SoulJourneysRadio.com. Just up on the top center, click on Listen and Chat. Or if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to give us a call tonight at 218-339-8525. That's 218-339-8525. Victor DaPonte is an energy healer, or a quantum healer. And once again, his website is quantumreprogramming.com. He's done some amazing work in his life and even here on the show with his energy healing techniques and reprogramming techniques. December, we got to visit the money issue, healing and reprogramming ourselves and negative self-talk with that issue. So he's got a tough one tonight. So I don't know. That whole topic of love is kind of scary. Gotten a few comments here and there. So we're going to have fun with it tonight. So welcome and thank you for joining us here tonight, Victor. How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for having me again, Christy. And I'm looking forward to having a lot of fun.
Yay! Well, that's the only rule we have here, so. All right. Well, we have a big topic, you know. You bring up love or Valentine's Day with, pretty much half of the people are going to, say, oh, well, it's all men's fault. Or if women weren't such bitches and nags, everything would be okay. And, we're always placing, I don't even want to use the word blame, but responsibility outside of ourselves. And if those people were just nicer or better or, and we rarely take look at ourselves and try to heal or even realize what's really going on inside. So we're going to do that here tonight, people. So if you're in denial about love, this probably isn't the show for you. I'm in denial, but I'm open about it. So love sucks. Here we go.
You're dreaming awake.
That's true.
You realize that you're dreaming in a dream.
Definitely. Oh,
but if we just blow the whole thing open and just blast through all of the illusion, none of it's real, right? And so if we just drop the real, that we think everything is so real, like just like you said, we think we're a victim because we actually buy into this story thinking that this is all we are, right? So if you come from that perspective, then you can laugh at all of this stuff, right? Laugh at love and laugh at even your own pain because it's a joke. It's ultimately it's the when we wake up, we're gonna just laugh our butts off because it's just like it's just a giggle. It's just a little. There's an infinite laughter going on right now, and so yeah, definitely, I'm with you on taking it lightly.
Yeah, silly little game we take so seriously, and I totally understand what you're saying, but when you're in it and you feel that pain, or you feel that worthlessness, or that, whatever it is, and, especially now it seems that this is kind of going around with, Valentine's Day tomorrow, and the commercialization of love, and how, some aspects of society, or maybe even ourselves, we believe that, we're not good enough if we don't have a partner. I need someone to complete me, because I'm just, not good enough, and that's why nobody loves me, and nobody will ever love me. So, what's really going on with that? Is it something that we can fix outside of ourselves, or is it, once again, our own stinking thinking?
No, here's what we do. You have to completely attach and identify with yourself, and your happiness has to be conditional. If you don't get that love, the best partner, then you should be miserable all your life.
Yeah. That's exactly. If we don't have the Cinderella story, we just suck. We're going to be miserable forever. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we totally, but, I mean, and it comes from society, and all the, like you said, it's commercialized, and the Princess Charming, and then again, on the other hand, there's the trophy wife, and all of this stuff. And so, we're completely identified with this stuff, and it's absolutely projected outside of us. Everything, for the most people, we forget who we are, and on some level or another, and the love thing is one of the big ones, right? I mean, it's a huge, massive one, right? Last time we did money, that was nothing, right?
That's a big one too, but yeah.
No, I'm saying, I know. But, it's like love is also, finding the one is also such a huge identification and a conditional happiness that we put outside of us. That, but it's perfect. Everything is imperfectly perfect, but it's perfect because through that pain of needing, of thinking that, unless I have the one, I'm going to be miserable. All of these things are just, wake-up calls. Remember last time we talked about wake-up calls, things that make us suffer, are just there they're little knocks on the door and saying, hello, will you please wake up? You're feeling pain. You think this is normal? It's, pain is, another thing that you mentioned is that we feel like a victim to, women are terrible or men are terrible, and, we put the blame and the responsibility outside of us. And so these are some of the biggest keys, identification and feeling like a victim to life, and victim to, may I say it, men suck, like you said.
I love men, by the way, but it's fun to kind of, because we all have those feelings at some point, and you hit the nail on the head. You said the one, and so we're always hearing about soulmates, twin flame, the one. Everybody wants to find the one. Is there really one? Or are we the one? Or what the heck is the truth about that? Because I'm sure that one, the one that got away. Everybody has a story like that. Then, you're worthless, you're doomed, and you'll never have love again.
Well, there's so many levels to life, and the absolute ultimate truth is that, there's only one of us here. And so we're falling in love with ourselves if we do find that twin flame or that soulmate. And that's the ultimate truth. And the absolute truth is that, the only absolute, this is just a transient reality. It's temporary. It's just like a blink of an eye. We're here, we experience this, and boom, it's gone. Right? Yeah. So it's not absolute. It's relative. It's relative to time and space. It's relative to our beliefs. It's relative. It's transient. And it's an option. What we experience is just an option within the infinite realms, within the realm of infinite possibility in infinite options. So the truth is, there's only one absolute and is beyond all thoughts, all understanding. And so when we start to tap into that beyondness space and that energy and vibration and that consciousness that arises through it, then it starts to correct us, and it starts to heal, the feeling of separation, the feeling of need, the feeling of desire, the self-punishment, the worthlessness. All that stuff is just an illusion. It's just like a simulation. Just like scientists are now saying that reality, they're saying their model is that reality is a simulation. It's a simulated reality. It's like the picture on your TV screen, right? It's just made of pixels. We're just, scientifically, if you look at life, everything is just a bunch of little pixels, and that's what makes this very real, this dream, right? Yeah. And so when we start tapping into the absolute, ultimate truth, then this is a dream, and then we can feel the pain, because we create the pain, right? Our thoughts create the pain. That no one else does, right? No one else. There isn't anybody else creating your suffering but you. And so that's just where. So did I answer your question?
It's totally making sense. And now, we're just in this reality video game or something.
We are. We totally. And then it's like, whew, thank God it wasn't real after all. Oh my God, I was actually believing this. Yeah. What a relief. I'm not real.
Wow. I know. That is a huge revelation. I have probably every night, but by the time I wake up in the morning, I forget again and take it all seriously. And, someone just put on the chat when we were talking about the one, he says, "You're the 100. That was pretty clever. I like that.
You're the 100? I'm not getting it. I'm sorry.
Well, 100 isn't 100% or whole, and
you're the 100. Okay, sorry. Okay.
You're the one that got away. I don't know about you, but I've had I don't know, 10, 20, maybe even 100 that got away. Or maybe I let them go because I wasn't ready, or a little mixture of both, vice versa. But this whole love thing, it seems like we're so preoccupied. We have to have a relationship to be complete or be socially accepted or understood. And, many of us that are saying that, when we have the opportunity to have a relationship, we run like hell. And for whatever reason, do whatever we can to destroy it. And, we can blame ourselves. Oh, well, I'm not ready to open up. But really, it's kind of a fearful feeling. They talk about falling in love, but to me, it's more like a lifting. You're being lifted off the ground, and that can be kind of a scary thing, to lose your bearings or your grounding, so to speak.
Yeah, we have to open up and let go, and that's scary, right? Yes. You kind of take that leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scary thing. I remember when I met my wife, and I asked her to marry me, although it was, I felt an incredible amount of love for her. It was a scary thing, opening up and saying, But what happened, and so how do we attract the one, is what you said, we have to open up and be willing to receive love and give love unconditionally. And so that's how you align with the higher purpose. You have to have a higher purpose, right? Because if you think life is just about getting your happiness by getting the one, then you're awfully mistaken. You're just very much delusional. It's really about evolving and awakening to who we are. And so that one, it's an opportunity, yes, to love and experience this reality and have the pleasure and the love and all of that beautifulness, but it's also more about that. It's deeper than that. So that's how.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I thought that you just wrote me.
Yeah. Oh no, Yeah, I was just posting a comment from the chat.
Okay. And so, wow, I lost. What was I saying?
Well, you know, I'll just read to you part of the comment in the chat. She says that I think at the highest level, we are our own one.
Yeah, exactly. At the highest level, there's only one of us on the highest level. Or there's not even one of us. It's beyond that. Mm-hmm. Because on the highest level, there's no manifestation, right? The manifest world comes out of the highest level, which is source. It is projected through that. And so what we're experiencing is the manifest world. The manifest world is transient, is moving. And so we are beyond all thoughts, all concepts, all manifestations. That is really our home, if you will, right? Or our source. Mm-hmm. And in that level, there's not even a one. It's not knowable. It's something unknowable. It's not understandable. It can't be contained by the mind or a concept. It can't be quantified. It can't be measured. It can't even be known the way we think it can be known. It's just It's just beyond. It's hopeless. You can't understand, but you can connect to it, and that's what we should do in order to heal ourselves and heal those wounds so that we can connect with that creator within, because when we connect with that, we connect with our authority and our infinite power really to command the reality that we experience. So that's the problem. The problem, like you said, is that we think that we're a victim to life, but in reality, we are the command.
It's time to get real and heal. MyTrueEssence.net would like to tell you about Modifiland brown seaweed extract. It's composed of an elementally rich seaweed called laminaria. It takes 40 pounds of laminaria to make just 1 pound of Modifiland. There's nothing else like Modifiland. It is the richest in alginate, fucoidin, organic iodine, and lamarian. Alginates are the most effective organic element in nature that enable the body to rid itself of heavy metals, radioactive elements, and toxins. Fucoidin is an extremely effective anti-cancer substance found abundantly in brown seaweed. Organic iodine is the greatest protection for the thyroid offered by nature. Laminarin aids in the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular disease. Go to www.mytrueessence.net and click the Modifiland banner to get started on your path to rich health today. Also check out the Healing Shop for proven essential oils, medicinal teas, and even health coaching. It's time to get real and heal. Go to www.mytrueessence.net.
Get real and heal. Listen to Christie on Soul Journeys Radio.
No rules. No rules. No taboo topics. No taboo topics. No fear of doom. No fear of doom. We are American Freedom Radio. American Freedom Radio.
All right, welcome back, and thanks again for joining us here tonight with Victor DaPonte. We are learning to heal our hearts and awaken real love within ourselves. And if you have any questions or comments, or perhaps have some blockages in love that you would like Victor to help you heal, please feel free to give us a call at 218-339-8525. That's 218-339-8525. And if you'd like to join us in the text chat, that's over at souljourneysradio.com. Once again, his website is quantumreprogramming.com. He has been amazingly successful in helping me and many others, listeners to the show. So this is going to be a tough one. And if we don't have anyone calling in to help you heal them with their blocks, then I will be the first. But first, Victor, soulmates and twin flames and stuff have come up on the chat. So what are your thoughts on soulmates and twin flames?
Well, really, I'm just going to tell you what I've learned about it, just basically on the net and what people say, and because I don't know if it's 100% true. There's just so much. There could be, like, for example, a soulmate is said to be just like a person who you have karmic ties with. that comes from another lifetime. And so you come together in order to help each other and support each other overcome, these obstacles and these blocks and and the karma that you guys had from a previous lifetime. Now, a twin flame is said to be half of your soul, right?
Yeah.
Is half of your soul, so they call it a twin flame. So those, they say, you rarely find in your incarnation. And when you do, it's not always like this romantic thing, but it's this incredible attraction where both of you have already evolved to the point where you join forces together to serve humanity. And so a twin flame is in many ways, a very high level relationship where you really have evolved a lot, and you still have some issues, but they're not that strong. So you're really joining forces to serve the world. So this is, and I believe that it's possibly you can be in between both, because I kind of identify my relationship with my wife to be like somewhere in between. So I don't know. It's one of those. It's a mystery. No one. Just like life, it's kind of mysterious. But
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you this, Christie.
Uh-oh.
You keep saying this is a tough one, right? This is a tough one, right? This topic. Now, how would you like to get out of that reality?
I guess I'm just kind of referring to, I've been noticing a lot of sadness going on, especially in the last couple weeks, men and women who are single and feel that, it's Valentine's Day and I don't have anyone here and I must be worthless, or maybe there's no one out there for me. And, I've definitely had those thoughts myself. I do feel a little bit healthier nowadays, whereas I used to, if a relationship ended, it's like, oh my God, I'm such a failure, nobody will ever love me again, and all of those things we talked about in the last segment. And if you want to close off, I'm, like one of my very good friends. Well, I don't ever want to be hurt again, he says, so I'm never going to date again. But then at the same time, he's crying and complaining that he doesn't have anyone to date. So, myself, I feel that, relationships, gosh, it's just a tough one to even try to describe, but they're wonderful experiences to see reflections of ourselves and be shown what we do need to work on, or, kind of assist each other in that path. But as long as we're looking at it like, a relationship failed, so I'm a failure, we're not going to get anywhere. And I'm past that point of, I'm never going to date again. I'm never going to try again. This can't be real. In fact, I believe, that the more cracks in your heart, what happens when you crack anything? It lets the light in. So there's actually more room for all of it. So I personally am not going to stop trying. That doesn't mean that I need it to feel complete and fulfilled and such. And, all of these things we're kind of poking fun at and talking about. I've felt all of them at certain points in my life. And, why even try, because I'm just going to fail again. But, if you learned something, this, whatever relationship you're mourning over, was certainly a success. And I do believe that there is more room in our hearts to try again. When we close ourselves off and harden our heart, then we're going to get exactly what we're putting out there, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's, life is a mirror. That's basically it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So, and what we believe is the reality that we experience. So, maybe you're joking. Maybe it is, maybe still somewhere in there within you that it is a hard situation, that it's hard to find a love. And so if that's the case for you or anyone listening, that is difficult to find the right relationship, a good partner, especially women, because there's in this on this planet, women have been, oppressed and basically abused so much by men that there's a deep pain there. There's a deep pain, subconscious pain that's going on of abuse that we've, because we're living in a patriarchy. And so that is very painful subconsciously to the woman. And so for a woman to think, to a woman to feel that she can find a good person, she would have to first heal all that psychological wound and even those genetic wounds, right? It's not that you have to be perfect, you don't have to be perfect to align and attract, someone you're going to spend, a joyful and prosperous and abundant life with. But it sure helps. And even when you find it, you still have to continue doing that work, the inner work, and healing your heart and healing even those genetic wounds, right? The collective wound that the women have of being suppressed and being, being treated as objects and et cetera, et cetera. And so, yeah. But you know what? All of these things, they're big, they sound like major, serious, painful thing. But here's the reality. The reality is that we need to awaken to who we really are. And when we awaken to who we really are, all of the pain, all the trauma, all the brokenness, the broken heart, the shattered heart, when you look deep within, you realize that there's only one person holding on to that shattered heart, to that pain, to that wound. It happens through your perception because you feel something bad happened to you, right? And so your experience is what you perceived happened. So you get what you see. So if something happens to you, someone leaves you and you say, oh, he broke my heart, he left me, how could he have done that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's what happens within you. So we have to wake up that we are the creators, the masters of our experience. So if something happens to you and you can instead you say, well, this is something that's going to help me grow and evolve, then that's what will happen. And so we need to start taking responsibility, with this, because you're just going to keep living in a nightmare otherwise,
Yeah, definitely. And so if it's in our thoughts that we have to have a partner, or our belief systems rather, to be complete, then it's natural to kind of fall into that, oh, well, I'm worthless. In fact, Victor, I put some things in the chat, like thoughts that even, I have now and have certainly had in our life. So maybe we can go through some of these, and you can give us some advice to kind of heal and reprogram those. But, something, probably the most often thought that I have is I feel no one will ever understand me. And, if I really run with that one, then the next one is, well, once they get to know me, they'll definitely run. Nobody's ever loved the real me, right? And, maybe that comes from my Stepford wife, trophy wife programming days or whatever, but it's there, and I know I'm not the only one that has felt that. What else? Oh, I'm destined to be alone. I say that to myself even now. And, I guess the difference is I kind of catch myself and say, well, that's really stupid. If you keep saying that, then, obviously that's what you're going to create. And another big one women go through, well, maybe if I'm pretty enough, or if I go on a diet long enough and work out more, and, so these are some of the thoughts that I think most of us women, and even men, my male friends, tell me those exact same things. So what can we do when we notice ourselves feeling those thoughts? I mean, are any of them true, or are they only true if we really dwell on them and want them to be true?
They're only true, they're only relative to your belief and you clinging on to them and you believing that's the reality. When you realize that your reality, everything that you experience is an option. You can choose to experience that, and you can choose to experience something else. It's your choice. The issue is that you haven't learned to approach these negative thoughts with an empowering state, right? We approach them with a victimhood mentality instead of coming as the creator, connecting. When we connect with our source within, with our power within, then it becomes easier, because what happens is when you connect deep within, you actually are getting assistance. You're getting a vibrational assistance. Your frequency is rising higher, and so your awareness is also going to rise. And when you do that, you become empowered to make those choices a lot easier. And when you make that choice, it manifests. In other words, okay, I'm feeling like I need to be pretty, or I need to be built, well built and handsome, and I can't be bald. Yes. Otherwise, I'm never going to have my the one I want, or And so that thought, for example, those thoughts, when you approach them with that connection, remembering that you are connected with the infinite power of the universe. The whole universe is within you, right? So it's all within you. All the power is within you. And so when we connect to it and we look at that, I need to be handsome, pretty, whatever, square in the eye, square in the face, feel it, see it, and be present with it, then it has no chance against what's ultimate real, and that is our presence, our essence, which is absolute. So nothing that's transient, with like a thought, can hold a candle to our presence, right? It just melts away, basically. And as commander of our reality, we can command to that this no longer be real, this no longer be our reality, because we have source within us. We are connected. We are one with the I am. We are one with the I am. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion. So all of these thoughts, when you approach them with that I am power within you, then they become a joke, right? Mm-hmm. When you look deep into it, now there's some stuff that is going to be really painful, and pain, it's also a thought. It's also created by a thought. And so no thought can define you. It's important that you know that no thought can define you. No thought can contain you. All the thoughts that you're having are just your expression, your creation. So you are the creator. You are the one in control. You are the one in control of your thoughts. So what we do is we take this thought, what was one of those thoughts that you just said, Christie?
Let's take the first one. I feel no one will ever understand me, so I'm destined to be alone. But okay. It's that time, so we got to take a short break. We'll go through each and every one of these, and if you want to be honest and share some of yours in the chat or give us a call, please feel free. Stay tuned. Victor DaPonte here on SoulJourneysRadio.com.
It's time to get real and heal. MyTrueEssence.net would like to tell you about Modifiland brown seaweed extract. It's composed of an elementally rich seaweed called laminaria. It takes 40 pounds of laminaria to make just 1 pound of Modifiland. There's nothing else like Modifiland. It is the richest in alginate, fucoidin, organic iodine, and lamarian. Alginates are the most effective organic element in nature that enable the body to rid itself of heavy metals, radioactive elements, and toxins. Fucoidin is an extremely effective anti-cancer substance found abundantly in brown seaweed. Organic iodine is the greatest protection for the thyroid offered by nature. Laminarin aids in the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular disease. Go to www.mytrueessence.net and click the Modifiland banner to get started on your path to rich health today. Also check out the Healing Shop for proven essential oils, medicinal teas, and even health coaching. It's time to get real and heal. Go to www.mytrueessence.net.
Get real and heal. Listen to Christie on Soul Journeys Radio.
Yo, what's up? Check this out. The voice of the revolution. American Freedom Radio. American Freedom Radio.
Us here tonight with Victor DaPonte of quantumreprogramming.com, or you can go to quantumpowers.com. We are learning to heal our heart and awaken real love within ourselves tonight. So thanks for doing this with us, Victor. And, I wrote down a bunch of thoughts that I know I have or friends I know have, and maybe we can just go through them individually and talk about how we can heal that. So we left off, and this is one I feel often, even in my healthiest times. I feel no one will ever understand me. So
no one will ever understand me.
Yeah.
No one will ever understand me. So it's in your mind, it's like a broken record. No one will ever understand me. So I'm starting to help you with this right now, right? And it's starting to melt right now, actually, because we're facing it. And that's why when we start facing it, it has no chance. So no one will ever understand me. And this is a reality for you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Is a reality, and you're actually passionate, and you have a conviction that that's actually real. And so you are an infinitely powerful being, and so you're making that real. So it's time to uncreate that, or remove that, or make it unreal. So in reality, in the absolute sense, it's not real. It's not real that no one will ever understand me. How strong is that, by the way?
Well, I do feel it quite often. Like I said, even in my healthiest, most optimist times.
When you say it now, what would you rate? How strong is it? Do you feel it charge?
Well, it's actually really silly. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, why would I even program myself with something that ridiculous when I know it's not true, but, part of that negative self-talk trap that I guess we fall into. So, obviously it's untrue that nobody ever, but I do see how I can make it that way. I can make it true, or I can at least choose to believe it's true even when it isn't.
Right, and you're choosing to believe it out of fear, maybe fear, out of fear, self-doubt, maybe self-judgment, right, maybe judgment of other people, maybe you're judging others, but a lot of self-doubt, self-judgment. So all of this is the root of it. And the biggest root, right, really is forgetting who you really are, because you're an infinitely powerful created being. That's what you are. That's how you were able to create that reality in the first place. So if you created it, you can uncreate it. So right now, my dear infinite being, let's uncreate that. No one will ever understand me, because it's absolutely silly, right? Because it's not absolutely true. It's just a little tiny option that you've, for whatever reason, out of fear, doubt, worry, deeply held fear, doubt, and worry, you actually thought it was true. You thought it was true, but it's just a tiny little itty-bitty option. So we command through the power of the miraculous power of the I Am that this apparent reality, this optional reality, be unreal right now. Now. Completely and totally unreal right now. Now. Okay? And so, how does that feel?
It feels good. I'm wondering, do you think when we catch ourselves saying, telling untruths to ourselves, we'll take that one for example, no one will ever understand me. Should I turn it around and say, well, everyone will always understand me?
No. So here's what we do. So here's what do you want, right? Ultimately, what you want to anchor the reality as already being true. So I already have someone in my life that fully understands me.
Oh, okay.
That I love and that I'm happy with. And that's my reality now. Not I'll try, not I want it, not I'd hope, not I pray, not I wish, Not, oh my God, will it ever happen? Not, no doubt, no fear, no worry, none of that. No negativity, no victimhood, none of that. Absolute, it is what it is. That's the reality. It is the reality. Now. So that's what you want to replace that with. So instead of all of this, no one will ever understand me, no one will ever understand me, no, I will never, I'm destined to be alone. And so your mind is saying this is real, that's the way it is, and it's actually passionate about it, and that's why it's real. Because it's passion. See, conviction creates reality. So you are convinced. There's a conviction. I'm destined to be alone. And you're saying that, and your mind is saying that with conviction. So it manifests as such. So, my dear infinitely powerful being who has created that reality, do you want to continue to create that?
No.
No.
I want to be understood. I want to be loved. I mean, yeah. That's what I
you want to share love and you want to receive love. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So, what is your choice?
Well, the whole, victim thing has worked out for me the past 40 years.
We have a hard time getting over the victimhood. The victimhood is one of the deepest entrained, and is actually genetically, we come with it, genetically from generations, from past, from history. We've been impressed with this victimhood and this empowerment. And so this is what we're here to do. I'm here to help everyone wake up. Hello, wake up. You're not a victim. It doesn't exist. A victimhood doesn't exist. You may want to stay a victim because your mind wants it, because it feels it needs it out of fear, It thinks it needs it. Because it gets some benefit out of it. But actually, then it's miserable. It's happy, happy being disempowered, but it's absolutely miserable, right? Absolutely miserable. So we have to remember our infinite divine power as manifestors, as divine beings who command our reality. And so all that victimhood that you're absolutely convinced about, victim to your thoughts, victim to yourself, victim in general, victim to society, victim to abusive men, victim to jerks, victim to whatever, all of this victimhood. You see, that victim, he's a sneaky little thing, and it just grabs onto everything. It doesn't want to go away, right, so easily. But when we see it in the light of what it is, it's just a thought. Ha 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 ha. It's a joke. It's just a thought.
Silly little thought. Yeah.
It's a silly little thought. It's just a little thought that we have created, albeit it can be very deeply entrained. And so if that's the case, then we have to accept it for what it is, accept it fully. In other words, if there's anger and passionate, pain and in there and just all of this, hurt and trauma and fear, then we just face it. We just say, okay, you know what? There's a lot of ways to get rid of it. We can command that it be gone now. It is not real. And that's a command. It is not real. So you feel that victimhood, right? You brought it up because that's what's anchoring that in, right?
Yes.
Okay. How are you feeling now?
Stupid. Here I am. My name is Christie. I'm on Front Street. And, here are some of the conversations I fight with myself all of the time.
And feeling stupid is just a defense mechanism, right? It's just a defense mechanism. It's that dualistic mind's defense mechanism, right? So that we don't go there, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. And so that's one of the reasons why we don't face. because there's these sneaky little defense mechanisms. It's, oh God, no, I can't face that. How humiliating, how dumb am I, how blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just, you have to decode it.
Yeah. Okay, so then what do I do when I realize, well, okay, I'm being honest. These are some of the feelings I feel, and I realize how ridiculous it is. So now what?
Okay, so just notice how strong it is. Well, if you want me to help you, like, we can go into like a complete, like, well, a little mini session where I really just blast through it, right, with the truth. Okay? Or you want me to basically, and when you can hear what I do, then you can realize that's the same thing that you would do. Right?
All right. Well, let's do it. Unfortunately, it is that time again. I hear the music, so we have to take a short break. And, hang on, everyone. So we'll see Victor in action. Let's see if he can heal the professional victim, Christie, here tonight on SoulJourneysRadio.com.
It's time to get real and heal. MyTrueEssence.net would like to tell you about Modifiland brown seaweed extract. It's composed of an elementally rich seaweed called laminaria. It takes 40 pounds of laminaria to make just 1 pound of Modifiland. There's nothing else like Modifiland. It is the richest in alginate, fucoidin, organic iodine, and lamarian. Alginates are the most effective organic element in nature that enable the body to rid itself of heavy metals, radioactive elements, and toxins. Fucoidin is an extremely effective anti-cancer substance found abundantly in brown seaweed. Organic iodine is the greatest protection for the thyroid offered by nature. Laminarin aids in the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular disease. Go to www.mytrueessence.net and click the Modifiland banner to get started on your path to rich health today. Also check out the Healing Shop for proven essential oils, medicinal teas, and even health coaching. It's time to get real and heal. Go to www.mytrueessence.net.
Get real and heal. Listen to Christie on Soul Journeys Radio.
No rules. No rules. No taboo topics. No taboo topics. No fear of doom. No fear of doom. We are American Freedom Radio. American Freedom Radio.
All right. Welcome back. Top of the second hour here tonight with Victor DaPonte of Quantum Reprogramming.com. That's quantumreprogramming.com, and he is helping to reprogram us here tonight in regards to healing our hearts and awakening real love. And I do see we have a caller on the line. I promise we will get to you shortly. We're just going to finish up here in healing that silly little belief that I and others hold on to sometimes, I feel no one will ever understand me. So please continue, Victor.
Okay. So anyone listening who feels like a victim, like no one will understand me, I'll never have the one, or it's going to be, I don't see it as possible, etc. So how strong do you feel that? If you can number it, if you had to put a number, I know it's kind of hard on the radio maybe, but if you had to put a number on, I'll never find, or I'll never be understood, I'm destined to be alone, I'm a victim to this reality, to this life, regarding that. Okay,
well, say before we started talking about it, maybe 7 or 8-ish. And then, kind of talking about it with you and seeing how, silly that little thought is. It's gone down some. I'd say probably, 4 or 5-ish.
Okay, good. So just relax and listen, okay? Because this is actually a co-creative process. So in you listening and you engaging, we're going to reprogram this, okay? So all of this victimhood, disempowerment, I'm never going to be understood, and your mind is actually thinking this is real, that I'm a victim, that it is real, and it is passionate about it, and it is convinced that that's how it is, and I need to hold on to this victim out of pain, out of inferiority, out of actually forgetting who you really are, because you're a divine being, you're an infinite creative being with infinite power, and so this is not a reality, that you're a victim is not a reality, is not true, and that's a command. It is not real, and that's a command, that it is not real. It is not real that you're a victim to anything, a disempowered victim to life, and that no one's ever going to understand you, and and you're destined to be alone, and your mind is repeating it like a broken record. Alone, destined. It is not real, my dear infinitely creative being and powerful being. This is just an option within the realm of infinite options. So have you had enough of that reality? Isn't it time to uncreate it and change the channels into this? Also, yes, absolutely. Yes. So all the pain, hurt that's there, it isn't real, and that's a command. It isn't real. That's a command. Now, surrender to what really is, that you're infinitely loved and supported by the universe, and you have a loving, nurturing, and joyful and happy relationship now, and that's what is now. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. There is no other reality. The old reality is collapsing, is melting, and that's a command, melting instantly and totally now. And so that old reality, and whatever is left of it, whatever fear, doubt, self-judgment, need to hold on, need to cling. Stop the clinging. Stop it. You're a powerful being. A powerful being can stop the clinging and drop it. Stop it and drop it and let it break up. Let it melt right now, totally and completely. And that's the new reality. So the new reality, what is that there is someone with you now as you open up your heart and allow someone into your life now, dropping all the negativity, the pessimism, the self-doubt, the judgment, the unforgiveness, and the judgment maybe towards others. And so what is a beautiful, loving, joyful, happy relationship. That's what is. Beyond, and that happens through a powerful conviction, a passionate, powerful conviction that that's what is. Beyond belief, it's what is. It's beyond belief, it's what is. So how are you feeling now? Take a deep breath.
I feel great and I'm ready.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You see how we just faced what is?
Yeah, definitely.
And we just spoke the truth. And the truth is that you are beyond all the thought, that you are the creator of you're creator of the options that you want to experience, because ultimately it's just an option within the realm of infinite options. It's just an option. It's not absolutely true. The only thing absolutely true is beyond all thoughts and all manifestations, right? Everything else is just a little wave in the ocean. It's just a little option. So truth will set you free. The truth will set you free, and accepting what is will set you free. Mm-hmm. And understanding how the mind works, and it's just our minds we're in a biosuit, we're in a biocomputer, and it functions that way. That's the way it works. It has its defense mechanisms. It has feeling humiliated, feeling stupid, feeling wrong, feeling all that as a way of holding on to the system, and so that we don't burst through it, right? And say, oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Whoa, I was in a nightmare. I was in a dream. It was only a dream. So it has its defense mechanisms. And so once we understand that in the coding, then we decode it. And we say, hey, I'm in command.
I like that. All right. So do you think that it's important to, actually feel our insecurities and, maybe say them out loud on the radio? Or or elsewhere, just being honest with ourselves and feeling it so we have the opportunity to look at it and,
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Once we understand that everything is one, we only in duality there's good and bad, right? Only in duality, the realm that we're living in now, we have all these judgments. So when we realize that this is not the only reality, this is just one little bandwidth in the realm of infinite frequencies, right? That we're experiencing. When we realize that when you step out of it, everything just is. It's not. There's no judgment. When you come through it with no judgment, you're gonna face all of those insecurities. You're gonna face everything without judging it because it's meaningless. In the ultimate sense, it has no meaning. The only meaning it has is the meaning that you give it. So yes, absolutely, 100,000%, yes. You face the most apparently, lowest vibrations that you have, right? Because ultimately, it's all just one. Ultimately, the hate that you have, when you look deep into it, it's actually just love. It's just there for you to experience, right? It's just the same energy. It's the same energy, right? It's like it's like a wave. You think a wave is separate. If you look at a wave, you say, well, the wave kind of separated from the ocean a little bit. Well, not really. If you look closer, then you just find the ocean. You find just water, and you find the oneness. It's all the same thing. You see, it's all the same thing. So yes, absolutely, face everything fearlessly, knowing that it's just a little tiny option in the realm of duality. It means nothing.
Okay. All right. I like that. I feel like you just did a little surgery on me, removing this, cancerous tumor, and I totally agree. You have to feel it to heal it, so don't be afraid to face those feelings, but as you said, don't judge them. They just are what they are, and fleeting and passing and temporary, so, okay, we should honor that within ourselves. So thank you. Victor, are you ready to move on to the caller?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of scared. Welcome, Louis B. to the show. How you doing tonight?
Fear is a good thing, Christie. You should embrace it sometimes. Anyways, how you doing? Happy birthday. How you guys? Crap.
Would you like to...
Hello, Louis B. How are you tonight?
Good.
Where are you calling from?
How you doing, my Negro? I was just on your site, and I was wondering, when do I get to experience, like, past lives and jump from body to body with Scott Bakula and Ziggy?
Oh, come on, Louis. I think you're all right. You can play your little comedy routine.
Yeah.
But,
Louis, you can jump into any reality that you want. It's your business.
Let's get a little real here, since you did take the time to call in, Louis. Would you like some healing on some of your blocks that are keeping you from awakening real love and healing your heart? Okay. Louis, are you scared? It's okay to be scared. I'm scared. We're all scared. I mean, come on. All right. Okay. Well, I know you're still there, so I know you're listening. And if you don't share what you would like healed with us, then I might have to take the opportunity and share it.
Well, let him come back on his own.
Okay. All right. Well, then, Louis, I have to hang up now. Hello? Okay. Well, I guess Louis chickened out. So, all righty. But you know what? Let's just go through the other list of things that I hear or things that I even feel myself, if you don't mind.
No?
Let's see. I wrote down a bunch of them here. How about this? I think men and women both feel this one. Well, I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not handsome enough, or, I have a keg instead of a six-pack, and, my car isn't nice enough, or my job isn't good enough, so nobody's ever going to want to go on a date with me. What can we do if we're feeling or how would you help someone if we were saying those things to ourselves?
Well, I would ask them, so how do you still want to live in that reality? How would you like to get out of that reality? That's just the way, it's our choice. Whatever your mind is saying, you can ask yourself, how would you like to get out of that reality? Or would you like to keep living in that reality? Ultimately, our beliefs anchor into this kind of time-space, a tunnel, if you will, in a time-space reality, a tunnel, right? Into that timeline, if you will. So it starts with that, do you want to change that, So do you want to be fearless, right? And forget whether you have a big stomach, or a six-pack or not, or whether you have an old beat-up car or a Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
People are attracted to you by your vibration ultimately. So you can have no car, a big belly, and you can have the most, awesome person by your side, right? Because they're attracted to you. So the first thing is to start loving yourself, truly and unconditionally. Stop rejecting yourself and stop putting conditions on how much you love yourself, right? When you love yourself. So, self-rejection, not accepting yourself as you are.
Yeah.
The inner work is the most important work. Before you go out and get the six packs, right? You can work out all the time and work on that. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The most important thing is to really love yourself, actually love yourself, like love your body. Because, our bodies are conduits for the divine essence that's within us. And that divinity within us will not enter into our bodies if we hate our bodies. And so the more we can start vibrating at a higher level, love, joy, happiness, self-acceptance, self-love, the more our inner spark, our true spark, will come inside, will be able to reside in our body, and we will be automatic magnets, right? When your light shines, you become a magnet, right? People are attracted to your light. And so you're not going to have to kill yourself working 3 jobs to have the best furniture and the best place and the best cars and obsess over your looks and stuff. Yeah, you want to present yourself good and nice and everything. That's absolutely great. It's a great thing. But there's degrees to that. So that's what I would say to those people that they're kind of forgetting, their base. Their base is their own self-love and self-acceptance. And loving their body. Literally, that's one of the hardest things to do is actually love your body truly and honestly, right? Because when we love our body, then we can, when we look in the mirror and we love what we see, right? Then you start to automatically be attractive, right? No matter what you look like, you're going to be attractive.
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So people know when someone loves themselves, when they authentically love themselves, right?
Yes, it does shine through. Definitely.
It shines through. So that's the most important thing, I would say.
Yeah, the more you love yourself, then the more others want to love you because they'll feel that love that you're radiating there. If you walk around,
absolutely. Even science.
So much. Why won't you love me? Who's attracted to that?
No one wants that. Exactly. Science has already shown that, if you want to be successful, people who are very happy and love themselves are the most successful.
Oh, excellent. Hey, hang on. It is that time. We got to take a short break.
It's time to get real and heal. MyTrueEssence.net would like to tell you about Modifiland brown seaweed extract. It's composed of an elementally rich seaweed called laminaria. It takes 40 pounds of laminaria to make just 1 pound of Modifiland. There's nothing else like Modifiland. It is the richest in alginate, fucoidin, organic iodine, and lamarian. Alginates are the most effective organic element in nature that enable the body to rid itself of heavy metals, radioactive elements, and toxins. Fucoidin is an extremely effective anti-cancer substance found abundantly in brown seaweed. Organic iodine is the greatest protection for the thyroid offered by nature. Laminarin aids in the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular disease. Go to www.mytrueessence.net and click the Modifiland banner to get started on your path to rich health today. Also check out the Healing Shop for proven essential oils, medicinal teas, and even health coaching. It's time to get real and heal. Go to www.mytrueessence.net.
Get real and heal. Listen to Christie on Soul Journeys Radio.
Welcome to the world's meeting place. American.
It's practically narcotics.
Freedom.
Oh, yes. I like very much.
Radio.
You're an American institution.
American Freedom Radio.
All right, welcome back, and thanks again for joining us here tonight. Soul Journeys Radio on AmericanFreedomRadio.com, and we are learning to heal our hearts and awaken real love within ourselves tonight with Victor DaPonte. He is just an excellent energy healer or quantum healer. He's helped people with physical issues, mental issues, spiritual issues, removing blocks, etc. Been extremely successful. I mean, I don't know, many of you know he was on the show just last December. And I was in a situation, you know, we were talking about healing ourselves from our money blocks and such. And he tremendously helped me with that in just literally 30 days. You know, I went from eating worms to garbanzo beans. So he's definitely tried and tested and true. So if you have any questions or if you would like him to do a little blockage, you know, work with you, if you're not too embarrassed to admit that you have these feelings too, the phone number is 218-339-8525. That's 218-339-8525. And if you would like to join us on the chat, that's over at souljourneysradio.com. And Victor, looks like we have another caller on the line, area code 347. Welcome to the show. All right.
Hey, it's me again. I didn't mute myself. I don't know what happened.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'm having some computer issues, so it could have been on my end. So awesome. Good to hear back from you. All right, Louis. So what would you like to have healed tonight?
Nothing. I got nothing. I'm perfect. I just want to know where did you get that? You know, because I was on Quantum Leap, your website.
That's not.
You know, I just want to know where you got that little computer thing that goes back in time, because I think I could use that one.
Okay,
no,
Louis.
That's quantum jumping. That's not me.
Yeah, well,
that's another. That's Bert Goldman.
His website is quantumreprogramming.com, and this is not a call show tonight, Louis. So how about if we just stick with what you said? You're perfect, and I'll finish that sentence. It's everyone else, right?
Yeah, I intend to go eat me some more oranges. I win. Bye.
Okay. All right. Okay, so apparently somebody doesn't want to face it, and that's okay. I love you anyways, Louis. But I'm glad you called back in, so I guess we'll just, let's go on with that list of things that people feel, the whole, I'm not good enough. How about this one? No one will ever love me. I'm destined to be alone.
That's the one that we kind of worked on you with.
Yeah, well, I said that nobody would ever understand me.
But
so,
but no one will love me. Okay.
Yeah. The real me, I should say.
No one will ever love the real me. Okay. How does that feel?
Well,
like Dr. Phil, right? How does that feel? How does that make you feel?
I'm talking about it right now. It's like, okay, well, that's really silly. However, there are those times in moments of pain or weakness where, you know, I really do believe that's true. No one will ever love the real me.
So no one will ever love. So you want me to help you with that?
Absolutely.
So, and anybody listening will also. All you have to do is just tune in and just put your awareness on the words that I'm speaking, and it will have the exact same healing for you. Okay. So no one will ever love me for the real me, right? Mm-hmm. Those were your words. Those were not your words. Your words were those would never. No one would ever really love me for me, right?
Oh, yeah, love the real me. Yeah.
Oh, love the real me.
Yeah, once they get past the surface and, she's hot and has big boobs, you know, and then find out I have like a heart and emotion and a mind and think for myself and sometimes don't know when to shut up, that's going to make them run, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Now we're getting specific.
Yeah, there you go.
See, now we're getting to the root, right?
Definitely.
So know what people they just want my body.
Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm.
Right?
I'm just a trophy. I'm just a Stepford wife, or
just
absolutely.
A trophy. So no one's going to love me for me, and no one's going to want to.
Even you're laughing at me. Oh, good.
Well, you know, laughter is the best medicine.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's get serious.
And you know what? Let's go a little bit deeper. Since you said we're getting to the root, let's dig a little bit deeper on that one. And I'm not even hot enough to be a trophy anymore, you know, and that my butt's really squishy and I make funny noises, you know, I'm not even good enough to be a trophy wife anymore. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, you see, the giggle is actually healing that right now. See, the giggle, we command that this giggle and the laughter, which is really the cosmic laughter, the universal laughter, God laughing, we are laughing on the inside of this silliness, this reality that's actually, that appears to be absolutely true, right? It's not absolutely true. And so through this beautiful giggle and laughter, so all of your, I can't even be a trophy wife anymore, but you know what? I think that it's better to go in, well, that's the pessimism that's going on in your mind, right? The negativity, but also the people will not people, you know, they won't even love me for me. I'm afraid, fear, doubt that once they get to know me, they won't love me, right? Because I have needs and they'll run.
Yes.
So, okay, so I you believe this, right? And you actually believe this. This is why it's real. Do you see?
Yes.
Right. And so this giggle is actually healing that right now because it's not true. It's not true. It's just an option. It's an option that I keep saying people, that he will run away when he gets to know me and gets to know me, the real, authentic me that has needs and wants and desires and talks and sometimes doesn't shut up, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, yes, that's me.
Isn't that what you said?
I own it.
I have to say what you said.
Yes, I own it.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Once they realize I talk a lot, I'm expressive, I love to express myself, they'll run. They'll run, they'll run, they'll run, run. So how would you like to get out of that reality? How would you like to stop that?
I want to get the hell out of that hell, yes.
Okay, that nightmare, that's that where men run away from you when they get to know you, that is not a reality. That is not the reality. That is just an option. It is not absolutely true. It's only an option. That reality that you're clinging on to, that you're holding on to, that men will run away when they really get to know you, the real you, and that you have a heart, and that you love to talk, that they'll run away, and all that insecurity that's in there, that lack of self-worth, that's subconsciously there. Lack of self-worth, insecurity, self-doubt, maybe self-rejection.
Yes.
Yes. You see, now we're getting into the root. Remember, we just got off of that. When we love ourselves the way we are, then we allow other people to love what we are, right? So we have to get rid of the self-judgment that you got going on.
Definitely.
Hello?
Yeah.
So all the self-judgment. I'm not good enough anymore. That reality, where your mind is just saying it's real, that's the way it is, and is passionate about it, and is convinced that that's the reality. And so we command through the miraculous power of the I am that reality is enough. We command it to stop, to drop, to eliminate, to disappear. It is not real, and that is a command that men will run away when they get to know me. So all this rooted in insecurity, lack of self-love, lack of self-trust, self-rejection, all of this is eliminating now. In its place is emerging your true self-love, your divine blueprint rising up now. Your self-love, self-acceptance, unconditional self-acceptance rising up now within you, pulsating out and shining out. Your beautiful light is shining out now. More and more. Instantly, completely, now. Surrender, let it go. Drop the old reality. It isn't real. You're an infinitely powerful being. Stop creating that. Wake up to your divinity. Now, wake up and realize that you have been creating something you no longer want. So let's drop it. And allow your self-love emerge now. And everyone listening, allow your self-love, self-acceptance, your divine beauty rise up now. Awaken through you, flower out through every pore in your body. And with gratitude and appreciation for the divine being that you really are, where there is no disempowerment, there is just pure, infinite creative power, and you're one with the love that is in the universe. And so just take a deep breath.
That feels good.
Release.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, what negative thought comes up now?
You mean just a general?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to heal another one?
Well, we might as well.
I mean, okay, I know that I'm putting myself out on Front Street and I'm pretending that I'm the only one that has these feelings, and if that can
everyone
help
listen, because we're doing it.
Okay.
We're doing it for everybody else, because you see, we all have the same, this human conditioning. It's all the same thing. It's all rooted in lack of self-love, lack of self-acceptance, all of this. So, Christie, I've gone through it. It's just everyone has it. That's just like the default thing that's going on. We just have to decode it. Everyone has got to wake up.
Yeah, definitely. So, and I know when we do shows like this, people are like, oh, well, I can't call in. I can't tell anyone how I really feel. But you know what? I talk to all of you, and I know how you really feel. So, we can focus on me for purposes of the show. But obviously, I'm not the only one that feels these. So here's another big one. Abandonment issues, Victor. Well, everyone else left me. My daddy left me. So everyone's just going to leave me. So I better push them away first.
You see, and that's a beautiful one right there. You see, because the abandonment by mom and dad, you see, that's a huge one. And the abandonment could be that the person died, and subconsciously the child or whatever, or the teenager subconsciously will feel that they were abandoned. So anyone who lost a parent when they were young, on the subconscious level, is always taken as, well, just about always taken as, I was abandoned, right?
Yeah.
And that is further rooted by, I've been thrown into this reality. God popped me into the reality and kicked me out of heaven, basically. So we have also that abandonment. You see, you see how this connects to everything, right? No matter what, we can talk about money, we can talk about love relationships, we can talk about friend relationships. It all boils down to, it all will lead eventually to that fear of being unloved by source, right? Mm-hmm. It's not always conscious. But when we start to recognize that we are unconditionally loved and supported by Source, the entire universe is always conspiring to support us all the time. When we actually remember that that's the only absolute reality and connect to that and shatter the separation and that limitation, then, we really start to get into balance. So,
absolutely. I'm so sorry. We're going to break here, but excellent point. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Victor DaPonte here on... Oh, wait. We're already...
It's time to get real and heal. MyTrueEssence.net would like to tell you about Modifiland brown seaweed extract. It's composed of an elementally rich seaweed called laminaria. It takes 40 pounds of laminaria to make just 1 pound of Modifiland. There's nothing else like Modifiland. It is the richest in alginate, fucoidin, organic iodine, and lamarian. Alginates are the most effective organic element in nature that enable the body to rid itself of heavy metals, radioactive elements, and toxins. Fucoidin is an extremely effective anti-cancer substance found abundantly in brown seaweed. Organic iodine is the greatest protection for the thyroid offered by nature. Laminarin aids in the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular disease. Go to www.mytrueessence.net and click the Modifiland banner to get started on your path to rich health today. Also check out the Healing Shop for proven essential oils, medicinal teas, and even health coaching. It's time to get real and heal. Go to www.mytrueessence.net.
Get real and heal. Listen to Christie on Soul Journeys Radio.
Welcome to the world's meeting place. American.
It's practically narcotic.
Freedom.
Oh, yes, I like very much.
Radio.
They're an American institution.
American Freedom Radio.
Right, welcome back, and thanks again for joining us here tonight. This is the last segment with our special guest tonight, Victor DaPonte of quantumreprogramming.com. And if you have any issues that maybe you don't feel comfortable enough calling in onto a radio show and sharing with the world, he does private sessions, so definitely check it out. He's done amazing work and has helped me tremendously throughout the past, I think, think, I don't know, 3 years, 2.5 years or so. So anyways, last segment, and time sure flies, so we better get with it. We left off talking about the abandonment issue that I think, most of us do have or have had or felt at some point. So, yeah, and I love what you said before we went to break, by the way. Very well said and so very true. So please continue.
So we feel this, actually, most of us feel a disconnection, an abandonment from source, right? So we'll start there. So this abandonment, this I'm not unconditionally loved and supported. I can't trust the universe doesn't support me, doesn't love me, right? I'm not connected to it. I don't feel connected, but actually that's just an illusion, right? That's just a thought. The thought is I'm not connected. And so when you drop that thought that I'm not connected, you start opening up that energy, opening up your senses, your feeling, your connection to everything that is. And so, and the love, there's just this indescribable love that's just there. There's just this indescribable love for you, right? For you. And there's this incredible support, and there's this conspiracy. There's always, everything that's happening is happening for you, right? Not to you. And so when we start to connect to what is true, the truth will set us free. So the truth is that we're infinitely loved, we're infinitely connected, we're absolutely connected. There is no separation. It is just the separation happens through our thoughts. When we drop the thought that I'm not connected, that I'm unsupported, then it becomes your reality. The world, the universe conspires to support you and what you're passionate about. And so that is a very important point to start with when you want to find, a loving partnership. Whether you want to call it a soulmate or whether you want to find your twin flame, whatever it is, the more connected to truth, to what's real you have, the more connection to truth that you have. When you drop the illusion, the dream of separation, the illusion of separation, the healthier you become, the more self-love and self-acceptance that you'll have, and you'll start to attract. Now, the abandonment issue, so feeling abandoned, let's talk, everyone right now, I want you to feel any sense of abandonment and unsupportiveness by the universe or by God, or however you want to call that higher power. So any unsupportedness, unloved, unsupported, unwanted, disconnected, abandoned. So when to face this abandonment, this apparent abandonment, because it's not true. We're not abandoned. So this abandonment, and in your mind you're thinking, I'm abandoned. And it's like a broken record, right? So I'm abandoned. So it's not true. So we need to just drop that reality, that apparent reality. It's not absolute. So drop that apparent reality. You've been abandoned. And so through that original abandonment, because it's a trauma that we all have in our psyche, right? The separation. When we come to Earth, we get this trauma, and so it's there. So right now, that is being healed right now. If you're tuning into that is being healed right now into the miraculous power of the I am that's within each and every one of us, and that is us. We command that this separation and this abandonment be completely eliminated now. It is unreal. We're uncreating it. Uncreating this abandonment, and the pain, and the trauma, and the hurt, and the sadness, and the depression, and whatever goes along with that, which is, so all of that goes along with it. All of that, we command that be eliminated now and awaken through the ashes of that pain of abandonment is love and support, unconditional love and support, the lovingness, endless, blissful lovingness. and we burst through our rational minds and open up our hearts to the unimaginable love that is the absolute truth. So the absolute truth is setting you free now, because what you think is reality is just a dream. It's like a simulation. So drop this, I'm abandoned. It isn't real. And that's a command coming from your higher source, from our higher source, from our higher consciousness. Drop it. Stop saying that you're abandoned. Stop making that your reality. It isn't actually true. And so take a deep breath and allow loving, endless support to come through. Support and lovingness, support and nurturing, true love, real love, indescribable love coming through for you, because you deserve it, because you are infinitely loved, because you're a divine being, you are a manifestation of Source, and therefore you are perfect. So your perfect divine blueprint rising through the forgetfulness, the illusion of I'm abandoned. It isn't real. So drop it and stop it. There is no disempowerment and there is no victim. Drop the victim. So take a deep breath and feel that release. And so, how does that feel?
Another weight lifted.
Yeah. So, I hope that the callers are understanding experientially that how we are creating our reality, right? It's only our thoughts. I mean, it's simple as that. We have the I am power to command our reality within us, right? And so when we start to command what is, then we start to connect to the truth, right? And we start to dissolve the illusion, and, it becomes a happy place for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
We are omnipotent and omnipresent. You see, they give this title, omnipotent and omnipresent, to God, right? To the I am. But in reality, we're not separate from that. And if scientists has already proven that within one atom, the energy of the entire universe can be accessed. So within us is the entire universe. And when we make one change within ourselves, when we shift one illusion within ourselves into alignment with truth, we affect the entire universe, like the butterfly effect, right? And so in that sense, we're omnipresent. We're present in everything, right? And we're omnipotent because we affect the whole. And so we are divine beings. We are infinite beings. And that is the only truth.
Definitely. Very well said. And Victor, we're almost out of time again. But let me ask you this question in the chat. They asked if the repeating of key words is important in the processing that you do.
Absolutely. Especially the both words. You see, you have to go through the polarity. You have to go through the repeating the quote-unquote negative. It actually doesn't exist as negative, but you're just saying it. You have to say how it is. So if it's strong, it's passive, you say how it is. So if it's a strong conviction, you repeat this strong conviction that I think is real. Yes, you do repeat it.
Okay.
That's key.
So someone mentioned earlier it's kind of like EFT, similar, but without the tapping?
So I see that someone asked, is this technique something I developed? So really, really quick, basically I got a transmission from this I am, so that kind of like I identified itself from this I am, right? And it basically told me, stop it, right? Stop doing that. That is not who you are. You're beyond all these words, beyond all this manifestation. You are the unknowable truth of what is. That's what you are. And so through that truth, that's how I developed this technique. So this technique just transmitted to me. And so I never used to use it like this. I used to do it kind of like in my mind, remember? Mm-hmm. So now I just speak it because that's how it was taught by, I guess, Source.
Definitely. Well, thank you for sharing that with us and your time, and definitely very generous and healing wisdom with us here tonight, Victor. Once again, his website is quantumreprogramming.com, or you can go to quantumpowers.com, but he does do personal sessions on Skype, so anywhere in the world, or unless you have the opportunity to visit him in South America, even better. But thank you again, Victor, and thank you all for sharing your time with us here tonight. Abundant blessings and love to you all. We will see you tomorrow night with Tobias Lars here on SoulJourneysRadio.com.
It's time to get real and heal. MyTrueEssence.net would like to tell you about Modifiland brown seaweed extract. It's composed of an elementally rich seaweed called laminaria. It takes 40 pounds of laminaria to make just 1 pound of Modifiland. There's nothing else like Modifiland. It is the richest in alginate, fucoidin, organic iodine, and lamarian. Alginates are the most effective organic element in nature that enable the body to rid itself of heavy metals, radioactive elements, and toxins. Fucoidin is an extremely effective anti-cancer substance found abundantly in brown seaweed. Organic iodine is the greatest protection for the thyroid offered by nature. Laminarin aids in the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular disease. Go to www.mytrueessence.net and click the Modifiland banner to get started on your path to rich health today. Also check out the Healing Shop for proven essential oils, medicinal teas, and even health coaching. It's time to get real and heal. Go to www.mytrueessence.net.
Get real and heal. Listen to Christie on Soul Journeys Radio.
You're listening to the future of talk. American Freedom Radio. This is American Freedom Radio.